Hey everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today is going to be an update and finale to my project Level Up project. So this project was started by Sophie Alexandra. I will link her down below. Historically, I have a very difficult time with eyeshadow projects. I get easily bored, but whenever I quit one, after a few months, I'm always like, I want to start another one. So anyway, this was my latest try doing an eyeshadow project and I've decided to make this a finale just because I just need to learn. I can't do eyeshadow projects. They just make me so sad because I focus too much on the projects, on the eyeshadows in the project, and I don't use the rest of my collection. Anyway, if you haven't heard of Project Level Up, this is where for level 1, you pick a palette, you have to use each shade one time, and then either you pick a shade to hit pan on or have a higher usage goal on it. So previously I have gone up to level 3, then I started over back at level 1. Currently now I'm finishing up or have finished up level 2. So the palette that I was working on was the Chocolate Martini palette from Glamlight. And when this palette was rolled in, I had only used this a few times. I had used it enough to, I think, use each shade at least one time previously. I had done that before, but then I hadn't really reached for it much after that. So actually I was very, very happy to have this rolled into the project, and I do feel like I have a much better feel now for this palette. So this is what it currently looks like. Obviously there's no new pans in there, but what I did was I used each shade at least twice, and then I had 2 focus shades where I was trying to hit 10 uses on. So let's start going over each shade, starting over here with Vanilla Vodka. I used that one 4 times. Irish Cream was one of my focus shades. This is a really good crease shade for me, so that one I used 11 times. Rich twice, Cheers twice, Happy Hour twice, Live and Lavish twice, All Night twice, Creme de Cacao twice, Extra Lit twice, Girls Night Out twice. Bittersweet was another one of my focus shades. I used that one 10 times. Chocolate Liqueur twice, Syrup twice, Ganache twice, and Dark Chocolate twice. So I've only had a few updates to this project all year long. I'm sure you guys were wondering if I was ever going to come back with an update for this. So I really did push myself. I only had a few shades that I needed to work on to finish my level 2 in this project. So finally, I'm like, I have to do this by the end of the year. Pushed myself, and here I am finally finishing this up. So was it difficult to do? Not in the sense that these are shades that were hard to use. Like, I had a very easy time using these shades. Even like these golds up here, not really shades I would normally reach for, but they are gorgeous on the lower lash line. Same with these super deep chocolate shades down here. Those are kind of difficult for me to use, but they are really, really beautiful on the lower lash line. So that's how I ended up using those shades. The problem was just me getting distracted and wanting to use other things. So at this point, I am going to be saying goodbye to this project. You know, knowing myself, probably I'm going to want to come back to this project and just start at level 3 again. But for now, I'm going to set this project aside and just let myself play with the eyeshadows that I want to play with. But I am still grateful that I did that with this palette, because yeah, this is definitely a neglected one in my collection. Now I can definitely say that is not the case, and it just feels good to get to know one of my palettes better. So that was my very short little finale. Thank you for watching all the way to the end of the video. This is always where I share my tea of the day. Today is a real incredible tea. I'm going to put up a picture of what this is called because I have no idea how to pronounce it correctly, but I think this has got to be one of the most complex teas I have ever tried. Like, this is not one of those teas that you drink mindlessly. This is one that like you sip it and you pay attention and contemplate it. I'm gonna put the tea notes from the website up on the screen for you guys. This is one of those teas that has the craziest range of flavors as you sip it. Starting off, to me, it tastes quite savory and fruity with a little bit of floral, but then it finishes with like this really strange kind of spicy feeling, even though it's not a spicy tea. Very, very interesting, really, really cool. How awesome would it be to have your job be to be a professional tea taster? Would that not be the most best job in the world? Thank you so very much for joining me today. I will see you again very soon in the next one. Bye.